Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope that you all are doing well. I hope your weekend was amazing. I'm going to be doing a haul video. I'm going to take it out this plastic real quick. All right, so I got this cute little case, and they sent a coloring book. So it's H&B Arts Change Life, and this was made in China. I'm not sure. It says H&B postcard. I'm not sure if yeah, I don't know if this is AI or not. I'm not sure. It says it's 16 pages. The paper is very lightweight, so it's good for coloring pencils, right? I don't. No one influenced me to buy this. I am just in a I need marker, color pencils situation. So this is our first time looking at it. We got an eraser and also a pencil sharpener, and it comes in this really nice case. It has butterflies on it, so what could go wrong from there, right? Um, and then you can see it's one, two, three. It was 120, so let's see, one, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay, let's count it. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And also, it's color coded, right? It's not in the Roy G. Biv color coding that I would normally do, but it is color coded. And I thought we could do an image together, a fast, fun little image. So let me just show you. I won't be doing like a swatch, but I thought we could try them out and see. Oh my goodness. I have been talking for the last 20 minutes and the camera was paused. So let me go over this real quick. I do apologize. I will not be able to remember what I said, but this case is so cute. It's butterflies. Mm-mm-mm. I was saying that these inserts don't come out, so it's no way to actually fully see all your colors at one time, all the color pencils at one time. You can only see wherever the page is, right? I think this is cool how they have this little in the spine. And is it a big deal that they don't come out? Not really, but if you wanted to see them out, maybe it would be a good flip thing and have them sitting up. I don't know. So I pulled out a few colors to show you. They have the traditional round barrel like every other color does. And my, I guess, a complaint is, can you see the name of this? No. Look at that. It's hard to see. You got to kind of like bring it up and let your eyes adjust. Now, this, they have some type of system. You see right here is five. No, you can't see. Well, you can see those little marks. It's five little crosses or plus, and then this one is four, and then this one is three. It didn't come with a swatch card. It did come with the coloring book, but no swatch card. And I don't know if I showed you the coloring book before I hit pause. I don't think I did. So let's go over this again. So these are some of the images, and it's like a little postcard. That's really cool. And it says Thunder Bay Press 2016. Illustrations of Lisa Maggiano. Text of Charlotte Legris. That's really cool. So maybe these are those people's work, and this hasn't been lifted, scrapped, lifted, stolen, which is really good that they get credit for the work. But I was watching Deb Hoke's a haul video she did yesterday on Saturday, but you're seeing this on Monday, the 26th. She did the haul on the 24th, I believe, and she was saying that people have started stealing the images from doing flip through. So I probably won't do much more flip through. So I colored this centerpiece in with these two, ochre brown and dark ochre. And then I lined this flower with this lemon yellow, and now I'm going in with the primary. But I was saying that my favorite color pencil is Prismacolor pencils because they go on kind of like a crayon. They go on real creamy and smooth. These go on pretty smoothly, not creamy. I feel like I'm forcing myself to put the pigmentation onto the paper, and it could be that it's color pencil. Like color pencil and crayon, in my opinion, just take a while to actually get the image down, get the coloring down. And I think that sometimes I am like, let's hurry up and get this done. You don't have to rush your projects, right? You can take as much time as you want when you have time on your side. And sometimes people don't have time on their side. Sometimes they have no time on their side. I can't believe that. I had said a whole bunch of cool, amazing stuff. No, it wasn't that amazing nor that cool, but nonetheless, I hadn't pressed play. I mean, record. So I pulled out another color, and this is just yellow. What I am looking for is a good yellow. Again, I didn't swatch. Oh, hold on. This goes on nice. I'm looking for a good yellow, and this might be our friend. So I'm looking for like a banana, bold, vibrant yellow. Like when you see people wear yellow, sometimes they're like, "Ooh, that's blinding." That kind of yellow. I'm not sure how good these will blend, but we're gonna check that out. It is going down pretty fast. I guess this is not a review, just a share and demonstrate. Is that even a thing? It might be. My son and I watched the movie If. It was so cute. It had a plot twist. Shh. I won't tell you the rest. So I'm going back in with the color that I lined it, which is lemon yellow. Lemon yellow and yellow are close relatives. And this is the lime primary yellow. The primary yellow is what I started with at the bottom. Now, I watched a few crafty people say don't ever take your markers and color over the color pencil. You always want to take your color pencils and color over the marker. But I tell you, it's so inviting to just finish this up at color with marker. But we will not. We're going to color this whole flower, not the whole page, this whole flower in color pencil. I don't want to use that pencil sharpener. I'm afraid that it's not going to work. I was watching someone's coloring channel, and I think they were talking about the lead having an issue and it kept breaking and they needed to keep sharpening it. And the person was like, take your. Now, I don't know all of the steps because I can't recall the whole step, but look, this needs sharpening already. They said, take your color pencils and put them in the microwave. Put them in the microwave. Then I think they said put them in the freezer to let the color or the pigment solidify, and you shouldn't have any more breakage. I don't know if that's true. I haven't tried it yet. I always attribute broken leads to dropped pencils, though. I never really attributed to the manufacturer. I was just like, oh, I dropped it. Because I don't tend to need to. I'll tell you, my hand is hurting. I need to start coloring and writing more because I don't do it that much anymore. And I find myself struggling to remember. how to write. It took me so long to learn how to write. I can't forget how to write. Um, Sandra Crafty Mom, I think that's her name. She has a pen pal group, and I'm always very fond of that because I think most of the people that do the pen pal handwrite their letters. But if you have issues writing and holding your pens and pencils, definitely, you can always do it on a computer or voice to text to have them write it. Because the pen pal portion is fun, but it's also about getting to know people and sharing experiences and creating friendships, right? That's why you have pen pals. I would be a horrible pen paler. I used to be so much better at that until my mom passed away, and then I just kind of lost that piece of me of pen palship. I don't know why. Right. So I think I'm gonna take these three colors. I pulled out greens. I'm not even sure why. And then I'm gonna take this yellow. It's called yellow. And I'm gonna color in these circles. Also, it blends kind of good, like without trying to blend. I just colored these circles and then I went over it with the brown, and they gave us this color right here. It's like an orangey color. It's not really showing through on the camera, but it's more of an orangey color. Which, if you know about colors, then you're like, duh. If you take these two colors, that's what you're gonna get. Hey, I'm just saying, it does a nice job at getting those colors. All I know is you mix all the colors together, you could get mud. We don't want mud, right? So I'm gonna take this light purple and line it. I feel like the pencils, the leads want to give more, but something's stopping them. It could be the operator. Y'all, I have so much to do. The last week in May, oof, the last 2 weeks in May have been a bit stressful. Shh, don't tell nobody. We're gonna get through it though. We're gonna get through it. I feel like these sunflower pictures would be so good if whoever put this image together had plucked some of these flowers out. So now we're gonna use light pink and dark rose. So let's see. And I'm doing this very, very lightly. Why so light, you ask? I don't know. It just felt natural to do it light. I was sitting in the bathroom yesterday when I was doing my hair, and I was thinking, could I actually post a video every day for like X amount of time? And I was like, you probably could, but do you want to do that? And I was like, I don't know yet. Um, we'll see. This doesn't color that well to me, for me. The dark rose, it seems to have a different, see right here, it seems to have a different appearance than the other colors so far. Could be the operator. A couple of months ago, I had saw where they had hauled those little Lazy Susan things from the Dollar Tree, and I really, really wanted one. I wanted one to have like a little carousel for my craft stuff. And I was like, "Do you really want that?" I was like, "Yes, I really want. I really want it." So every time I go to the Dollar Tree, because sometimes the Dollar Trees don't always get everything that the other Dollar Trees get right away. So I'm going back over this just a little bit darker, and now I'm going back in with the dark rose. I'm gonna finish this baby off like that. I do think that they blend pretty decent though, y'all. They blend pretty decent. And if I knew what I was doing, ooh, we'd be in trouble. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So much trouble. So much trouble. I like this dark rose, how it's applying overall. Like you can see the different colors in it, and I am enjoying that a lot. I think I'm going to take a yellow. Let's do just plain yellow and just come in through some pieces and give it some little orange highlights. Because essentially, pink is red, right? Just lighter pink. I mean, lighter red. I think I want to try to color a peacock at some point because those are very a male peacock, not a female peacock. All right, so I'm going back at the very end with the light purple. Brilliant. I feel like saying brilliant for that's cool is so much more posh, darling. Just call me the poshinator. I'm joking. But I do think it sounds way more posh than saying that's cool. Oh my goodness. That's so brilliant. You see? Brilliant just seems more fun? No, what is the word? I don't know. Cool? Brilliant seems more cool over cool. Nah, it seems more brilliant. You get the picture, right? You get what I'm saying. You get my point. We're gonna pull out another one of these sheets real quick. I'm gonna try to make a card as quickly as possible. So now I'm just going to take this paper trimmer. I'm gonna cut this right here. So this is a waste of sheet of paper. Just so if you're not clear on that, okay. Very much so a waste. And I'm okay with that. I made too many of these sheets, so um it's all right. And any scraps we could probably do something with if they're big enough. I was watching Deb, and she makes junk journals, and she was saying, I could keep this, I could keep this, I could keep that. I was like, Deb, you have turned into one of those people. It's so cool. All right, so we're gonna make this 5.5 by 4.25. All right, so we got that one. I think we're only gonna have time for one card because we gotta fussy cut this thing out. So before I do anything else, let's go ahead and grab the scissors. I have been itching to fussy cut some of these out anyway. I have a lot of revisit projects. If you wonder what a revisit project is, it's projects that I want to revisit to do more with. Like last month, I was sick, and I did the for the Washi by That collaboration, those butterflies. I'm not sure if you've noticed. I've been sprinkling them in other projects though. So, but Wandering Dreamers video, I've watched it a few times. It just makes me happy. I don't know, it's so cool looking. You know, for teacher appreciation, I bought my son's teacher some mugs, put some candy in there, some tea, and little notebooks, like to write notes and stuff in. And now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, from the future, I probably will not do any more mugs for the teachers. Um, and during Christmas time, I usually buy the blankets that they have, like the throw blankets. I used to get them from Joann Fabrics, so that's not going to be a thing anymore. It's so interesting. I am sure companies went out of business long ago, but in my lifetime, I've seen a lot of companies go out of business. When I was a little girl and I lived in downtown, no, I didn't live in downtown. I lived in Houston and we would go downtown. Going downtown was a big deal. Like, that's where all the big stores were, right? Before they started developing and putting more and more and more and more stuff in. And we would go to McCory. McCory's was this huge department store, and they had a downstairs, and downstairs was the basement, and in the basement was a toy area, huge, like it was like a Toys R Us in McCory's, right? Then they closed down. Um, Wieners, I'm not sure if you ever heard of a place called Wieners, but Wieners was like the equivalent to J.C. Penney, kinda. Maybe, yeah. I feel like I think Wieners and J.C. Penney probably were good competitors back in the day. And then what's the name of that store? Kmart. I know a few people still have Kmart's, but for the most part, it's closed down. And then Sears and Roebuck, right? That's closed down. Sears was another store that we used to go to, and it's a big store, humongous. Sears used to have like Sears is a staple, was a staple in the malls, right? You can go to the mall and get everything. Got so many different cool things from Sears, some blankets, some clothes, everything. And then they closed down, and then. I want to say Foley's closed down. JC Penney's has been on the verge of not staying open, right? Just a bunch of randomness. All right, so now we're going to come over here and just line and cheat a little. Okay, we're going to cheat just a scotch. I need a new sit-in chair because it hurts to sit down for a long period of time. Uncomfortable is a good word for it. Very uncomfortable. You see how this tip of the mark is kind of folding over? I want to say it was always like that. I didn't do it. I can't recall if I did or not, but I don't think I did it. All right. So in for the sake of convenience, right? Let's go ahead and pull out a marker, and we'll do this one petal. All right. That's what that chisel is for. You see? They do go like if you color with them a little heavy, they seem to take the pressure a lot, very good. Um, so that's very good to know, right? Like if you apply a little bit of pressure, it's not gonna the lead did not break very easily. So we're gonna just bookend it with yellow. I do hope that you all are having a great start to your week. I don't know how my week is going yet. My Sunday is going pretty okay so far. All right, so we got our card base, and I cut this side down just a scotch. I have to cut the edge down too. I should have cut both sides because when you take a 4.5 by a 4.25 by 5.5, it's never going to be the right size if the card stock is also the same. I don't mind putting it on top of it, but I prefer to just have it a little bit less, if that makes sense. So now what we're going to do is reapply it. And you see how it looks? A lot better. Now I'm going to take my handy dandy thing right here. Now I don't know if this blue is going to pop for us like I needed to. We could try this pink. I bet you didn't come here for all this, did you? Well, you're here now, darling. I might as well give you what you paid for. Have you ever got something for free and was like, I want a refund? I have. It's not always a good thing either, but I have been in predicaments, situations where I'm like, you know what? Can I just get my money back? And people like, we didn't pay for this. I like, I know, but yeah, we need a refund. I hope you're not feeling like that today. Today I'm giving you all that I got and then a little bit extra. Because we went from color pencils to markers to making a card. I love that though. I love being able to try and attempt to demonstrate um, how I envision things, right? I don't have a sentiment, just so y'all know. I mean, y'all knew that, didn't you? You knew that going in. You was probably like, I bet she ain't got no sentiment. I don't know how you knew that, but I don't have no sentiment. I also bought a new scraper. The funny part is, I don't know where the scraper's at. Lovely. Lovely. Because I'm tired of my edges curling up, but I'm also tired of the edges seeping out with glue. Isn't that something? All right. All right. I'm looking for something to apply this pressure down better, but my fingers will have to do. And when I this summer is going to be Operation Get It Together, right? That hurts my thumb. That wasn't very good. Okay, so now we're gonna. I should have did this at first. I should have did this earlier, but I didn't. We don't want it seeping through the card. That's the only reason why I said we should have did it earlier. All right. So all I'm doing is bending this up so we can see it. So I'm gonna take my pencil. I feel like this is a very cheaty way to do it. I support it. I do like the pencils. They color fairly decently. They're not creamy though. They don't put like a good. If you were comparing these to Prismacolor pencils, which I have stated um, multiple times, I'm not comparing them though because I would have to get the Prismacolor pencils out and try to find the colors. I mean, I like because they have a name and a number. Not that the number really matters to me because I don't know about the numbering system anyway, but the name on there, I like that. Let's see, and it did not bleed through. This is a pretty decent um, card base. So now what I'm gonna try and do is just that. This really don't matter because it's black on the edge, but just in case. All right. Whenever I try to do that detailing like that, I always end up messing something up. So I'm always like, okay, don't do too much. Don't get beside yourself. Don't do too much. You know? I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so we didn't use the greens at all, right? But we did use three yellows, two browns, two pinks, and one purple. And I will say that I did enjoy using these. I like that they have numbers on them. I don't know what these little plus signs means though, or crosses, because some of them have two, some three, five, etc., etc., etc. And I like the little book that this came in, and it's easy to put back, right? For the most part, it has a little stretchy piece on there. So the case is good. It seems fairly sturdy, especially if you're not going to be abusing your supplies. See, it just slides in. It is leaving a little bit of residue right here. It does have a green residue from this paint, I would say. Not paint, yeah, the ink that they use to put on the barrel of the crayon, of the color pencil. So you see, it goes fairly well like this. It's a lot of pinks though. I would say it's probably, so we got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah. If you would like to see a swatch done, just let me know in the comment section. Say, hey, please do a swatch. And it has two zippers, a little handle. Looks like a Bible book holder. So if you do some crafts with your Bible, you could probably just take this along with it and it would match very well. And from all of that, this is what we created. Very cool. Has a little bit of sheen to it, unintentional, so that's even better, right? I hope that you all had a great time. I want to say thank you for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.